My call is Nick. For those which can be new to the channel, optimistically with the aid of the stop of this video, you do emerge as a subscriber. Let's take a look at what's occurring. So number one, Bitcoin's still buying and selling above 97,000. Nothing too loopy there in phrases of a major change, but as we do look at XRP, XRP is having a pleasing little soar nowadays, up almost 10% on the 24-hour span. And if we really move over to XRP proper now within the final 7 days, it would not appearance too bad inside the ultimate month. Definitely does not appearance too awful. If we take a look at the general price chart, so I did define this in a video earlier yesterday, and essentially what I became seeking out was the lows to maintain on XRP. Now we didn't get that, but you already know that is our modern low. This is also principal guide going all of the manner again to December 1st, and you understand as we simply look at this, that is a chief call for region. This entire location right here is a chief demand sector. We completely filled the fair fee gap, and now we are searching out the, you understand, highs to be cleared, and it really is around more or less $2.42 proper now, buying and selling at approximately $2.31. We are finding a little bit more support on the decreased time frames, aka the 4-hour. This A quarter is roughly $2.30. And I sincerely am watching XRP carefully this week because I do trust that XRP could soon, you already know, retest this higher fashion line and potentially push better than the previous resistance zones on this 4-hour chart round $2 and more or less like $0 up. Now, I have been looking intently for Ripple to announce RLUSD, but earlier than we clearly communicate approximately that, and before we truly deal with that, I want to cross over here. So it feels as although the US marketplace is clearly changing, and I think that that's clean through what Ripple is doing, in particular around the hiring technique, right? We have Ripple is transforming the worldwide economic machine through revolutionary crypto solutions for businesses, governments, and builders. If you're bold, passionate, and geared up to make a distinction, we want to pay attention from you. Now, they're hiring 3 areas right here that they're citing: Chief Compliance Officer, Senior Staff Solution Architect partnerships, after which Senior Staff Software Engineer payments. But what's crazy about this, okay, is the range of job listings in the US alone. There is 35 jobs in the US listed proper now across New York, California, and additionally Florida. And that is telling me that we are starting to see a massive change. There is clearly no cause why Ripple might be hiring around 35 plus jobs in the US if they weren't ready to truly dominate this market. In my opinion, the overall regulatory grounds within the US is transferring, and it's transferring in a large manner. And a large clear sign of that is RLUSD. So if we go lower back to December 4th, what we have been hearing, and you recognize what anyone was looking forward to changed into on December 4th, we were going to peer RLUSD, the stablecoin that Ripple changed into pushing onto the XRP ledger. This turned into going to launch on December 4th. Okay, now we know that became hypothesis, and we understand that RLUSD did not release on December 4th. But what Ripple did inform us was that they had been nevertheless in discussion with the New York Department of Financial Services. Now, I did make a submit concerning this, and I said Ripple is presently racing to release RLUSD by using years quit. However, David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple, has referred to that regulators should nevertheless gradual the release down due to the vacations this month. It appears that Ripple's anticipated USD peg stablecoin ought to release after the vacations if we don't see it by RSCs. Think approximately how large the beginning of 2025 may be for XRP, with Gary Gensler stepping down on January 20th and the capacity release of the RLUSD stablecoin in January, and of course one of the latest in my view, and a professional crypto admin taking workplace. The global is not prepared for crypto to take middle level in 2025, however XRP holders positive are. Now, as we do consider that, okay, I need to take you guys over here to this put up here from Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO at Ripple. This simply, and we have very last approval from the New York Department of Financial Services for RLUSD. Exchange and partner listings might be stay quickly, and reminder when RLUSD is stay, you may pay attention it from Ripple first. I assume absolutely everyone needs to be following Ripple over on X, maybe even flip their notifications on. But we had been outlining this framework basically in relation to RLUSD to actually form of, take a look at what will appear once this does launch. What's it going to do for the XRP ledger? What's it going to do for XRP holders as properly? And it's very clean to me. It's very clean to me that the panorama around crypto is changing. Number one, I need to take you guys over here to this submit earlier than I maintain on talking about how bullish this stablecoin actually is, and the way it will make XRP holders very rich. This got posted through XRP drops earlier today, and it says Tether delisting through 12-month stop, as opposed to RLUSD launching by means of the give up of the R timing. Bloomberg Coinbase already introduced the delisting of the EU non-compliant stablecoin Tether. Now this changed into were given published with the aid of Bloomberg. Okay, now I can't get this text. It's caught at the back of the paywall, but the name of this being Coinbase to delist EU non-compliant stablecoins in December. Now we realize that Tether proper now, currently as it stands, has been having lots of hassle in the EU market. You would possibly say, Nick, your mendacity. That's FUD. Check this out. Here we've got going all of the mana back to March 18th of this year. Tether's USDT receives delisted on crypto trade OKX for EU customers. Now you might be saying, all properly, this does not matter. It's a small trade, it's virtually not. OKX is the 4th largest trade in the area at 5.0, almost 6 million weekly visits. This is one of the big gamers. Now next up at the list was Uphold. Uphold also delisted USDT at the side of 5 different stablecoins. And this changed into going on by July 1st. I recognize that you already know a number of human beings have been pronouncing like all proper, it is long past. It's no longer on there. I changed into glitching for a lot of human beings. However, I'm quite sure right now, and you already know the EU USDT is delisted. Now, different exchanges genuinely had been also looking into this. I understand that Binance or even Kraken and a few different ones have tweaked their overall listing policies. However, this is all around these regulatory shifts taking place on this space. On top of the fact that you already know, as we observe Mika and as we have a look at the US marketplace, things are approximately to shift into overdrive in January with Gary Gensler stepping down. I'm clearly absolutely focused on Tether. And this was additionally that replaced going return to June, crypto change, Bitstamp, delisting Tether, Euro, stablecoin as Mika laws kick in. So Tether has genuinely been inside the crosshairs of a variety of those exchanges because you already know they need to be compliant. They want to paintings with those big gamers. The EU market is huge. So as we consider this, and because the RLUSD stablecoin is largely forthcoming now in terms of launch, what do you men think goes to occur? Well, I did place out a put up and I said huge information for Ripple and RLUSD institutional DeFi is remaining in. I would hate to sell before the space reviews the institutional community outcomes. I additionally trust this will drastically affect the XRP ledger and XRP in a completely high quality way. Now, a variety of humans have been thinking like, what is a stablecoin going to do for XRP? Well, I take you guys return to Bitcoin. Okay, allows go right back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is almost at a $2 trillion market cap, whilst it changed into buying and selling at over $105,000. It became at a $2 trillion marketplace cap. Now, we truly should put a focal point on Tether and Bitcoin due to the fact the connection here is very interesting. And, you know, whilst we go lower back to the bottom of endure markets for the ultimate, you already know, 3 cycles, Tether has always been there to sincerely kind of push Bitcoin better. And you is probably announcing, Nick, you are crazy for pronouncing that. Well, let's move over right here to this put up from Cointelegraph. Update. Tether has minted a total of 20 billion USDT due to the fact November 6th. Now, you might be saying, Nick, this is $20 billion as opposed to $1.9 trillion in market cap. Okay, but I want you men to be conscious that this market may be very illiquid. So $20 billion due to the fact that's precisely what Tether is, right? It's a US dollar stablecoin. $20 billion could significantly affect the space, mainly if we are speaking about leveraged trades or you realize very low liquid pairs. This is a totally massive amount of Tether. Now, I convey this up because Tether has basically been the principal driver of Bitcoin. And even if we cross back to November 6th, that is November 6th, 20 billion Tether printed. Because then, and Bitcoin is up 50% on the grounds that. Is that a coincidence? I don't consider so. Now, if Tether can move Bitcoin like this, imagine what our